Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your host, the most underdone toaster, coming alive. This is episode 28 of Road to 2000 ELO in chess. I'm not going to have a whole lot of time today. I haven't had time to study it, so I think what we'll do is I do think it's important to analyze our game from yesterday a little bit more, and then we'll play a game or two. So, hopefully tomorrow I'll have more time to go ahead and analyze this, but for now, let's just use Lichess's program, allowing you to learn from your mistakes. I feel like that's a pretty decent start, at least. So we'll just kind of try and think through this, think of what the better move could be and why it would be a better move. So pushing this pawn wasn't great. The original plan for it was to stop the queen from getting closer and take more control of the center. But I'm thinking it maybe wasn't a good idea because currently the bishop is blocked in, can't protect the pawn. The only thing protecting the pawn is this knight. I would love to move my knight here to better centralize it, but there's nothing protecting it, so the queen could take. So I'm thinking I could go here instead. And yeah, it looks like that's the best move. So that would be attacking the queen and centralizing the knight. And that is a term I hear a lot whenever I watch grandmasters play, is to centralize the knight. So that should speak for itself. Okay, so here I brought the rook over to e8 in order to gain control over the e file. I'm assuming it's going to tell me to do the same thing. Yeah, I know that a lot of my blunders this game were this one move. I'm just surprised that it's a blunder to not do that. I was thinking it might be a mistake or an inaccuracy, but it was really wanting me to centralize that knight. Okay, here I went ahead and tried to I suppose just attack this bishop is what I had in mind. Let me guess. It's just wanting me to really move here. Okay, so since this analyzing isn't as exciting as I thought it'd be, so let's just really take in what it is that the game is trying to tell us. So why would moving here be so vital? In fact, let's go ahead and finish this, and then we'll actually review a few others. Okay, and then the one time I do move there, it's a mistake. So here we have the queen attacking these two pieces, both of which are covered. I was thinking moving here would allow me to attack the queen and gain advantage over the center simultaneously. Go here, take. I think it's just wanting me to take the knight, which does make sense. Take the knight. I would be losing my knight, though. Go here. I'd be attacking the queen and attacking this piece at once. So I suppose that makes sense. I move here, I take, he takes. I take this pawn, threatening the bishop and a queen trade. So I suppose that would make the most sense. Nope, it's not it. Okay. Well, let's see what else it might be then. So if it's not taking the knight, my next best guess would be... I don't see how pushing this pawn would do very much. So maybe retreating the knight? Right, if I push this pawn, then he takes. And while I am attacking this piece, it's also defended. If I were to move up and he takes with this piece instead, then that's just doing a whole lot of nothing for me. So I don't think it's pushing this pawn. I suppose I can take the pawn here with the rook. attacking this knight. That's what I'm thinking. Yep. Okay. So the mistake this time was I did push the pawn. His queen is attacking my pawn on a7. There's still the chance to take the knight. And that's what it is. Because if he takes here, then I take him. It's just so strange how much it depends on the order in which you do things, right? Because I did take the knight in this instance, but I suppose since my pawn was now gone, it wasn't quite worth it. Can't I still take him with my bishop, though? Right? Take. So I don't see why that is such a big mistake. I feel like that's an okay move. I don't want to take here, else he would take me. Perhaps move the knight, allowing my bishop to attack his king. Where would I move my knight, though? No. No, I don't want to view a solution. Yeah, I really don't think I should be taking this bishop. I suppose I can move here and defend the pawn, but that seems really passive. I'd much rather take the knight here. Alright, let's just go ahead and check. So, it was to move the knight back, it said. Move the knight back here. But let's play this out, though. Take. He goes here and forks me, and I lose the bishop. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So even though it seems like I'm winning a piece, you gotta be careful with queens forking. So I get my knight to safety, and his knight has nowhere to go, and he's not able to protect his knight, which is why it's saying that the best move here is to take. That makes sense. There were a lot of mistakes in this game, so I'm happy that we're going through them. 11 blunders. I'm like, what a strange game. So remember, my strategy was to place the queen here, move the knight in order to attack the queen, and simultaneously threaten a checkmate. Obviously that didn't work because the queen wasn't in the right spot, and my queen wasn't in the right spot. So I'm still up by a really decent amount here. What could I have done? It's not moving here. What piece do we feel like we should be moving right now? Could go here. But what good is that gonna do? I'm basically stuck in that spot. It's not a horrible move, it was saying, but not the best. Moving my rook, that's not it. Maybe it's retreating my knight like last time. No. It's not taking. Let's go and see what the solution is. Okay, it's moving up the pawn and blocking off his pawn. So that makes sense because I'm controlling the F file. This rook is completely blocked in. Nowhere for him to go. Same thing with this rook. Both of his rooks are blocked in. And now they have no escape routes. Like, this is a hard pawn for him to reach. Let's move on to the next. This one's pretty simple. Should have taken the rook instead of the bishop. Pretty straightforward. I was doing fairly well here. He had more pawns, but I still had my bishop. So here I moved my king forward, trying to scrunch everything up together so that my king could play a larger portion of the endgame. But that wasn't it. Pushing this pawn isn't going to do very much. I wonder if I could trap his queen somehow. I don't think so because he has this escape route. He has all these squares. Can't move this rook. Can't move this bishop. Yeah, I'm pretty locked in. I still feel like this is what I should be doing, but there's something better. It's not a queen trade. By the way, guys, am I lagging a bunch because of the analyzing? I sure hope not. Yeah, these two pieces are trapped. Maybe it's just to move my king here. No. I really don't know. Okay, so it's to move my queen over. A little confused on that one, but okay, here I just placed him in check because why not? I was low on time, had no better ideas. Can't really do much here other than either have a rook trade or move my queen. So I'm assuming I move my queen. But it's difficult to pinpoint how. I could go here, and then the turn after I'd move my rook and be able to take. But that would depend on him. And usually the computer, it doesn't depend on your opponent. It's just all analytical. Moving here wouldn't do anything. Move my king back? No. Yeah, that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Pushing this pawn up's not going to do anything. Can't really threaten the queen. Moving here's not going to do much. Oh, looks like that is the best move, though. So go here because I'm able to take the trade, threaten his rook, and I suppose just get into a better position. Okay, let's go through all of them really quick. See how good my memory is. I know that the first bunch were just moving my knight up. And then think this one's the same. This one I did not want to move the knight. Looking at this position, I wanted to take, I believe. No. I think I was supposed to bring my knight back. No, that's later. What did I do with my pieces here? Taking the pawn. Okay. Threaten these two. Okay, here moving that wasn't a great idea. And I know that if I take, he takes. Oh no, that's what I want to do because my pawn is currently protecting my knight. Okay, the pawn is gone. Which means I can't take because then he would take, I would take, he would fork me. His knight is completely trapped. Which means we were going to play this move. Okay, here I decided to move the queen. Is playing my rook here the best thing to... No, it was blocking off. Yeah, I was blocking off this to keep the rooks contained. Here I just take the rook. Here I just move the queen. Cover all my pieces, I suppose. Here I go for the trade. Okay. So I'll analyze that game some more tomorrow. But I feel like that was a good start. It makes sense. Centralize your knight. Centralize the knight. Take a rook instead of a bishop. And then there was an incorrect calculation where I would have been forked with my bishop and my king. So it's making sense. Let's go and hop into possibly just one game today. I gotta get my Kirkland water. Alright. Please let me play my Carl Khan. Okay, plays the knight, which means we play aggressively. And I guess that's the end of the Caro-Kann. Let's see, if I were to move here, that wouldn't do much. Go with the King's Indian defense, of course. Make kind of a strange move here. I think he's just getting a better position. Wow, this guy is extremely highly rated. He's 1900 in bullet chess. So good for him. Dang it, I knew I should have been turning my opponent's ratings off. So we'll have to be very careful with this opponent. He is obviously a highly rated player. Okay, I suppose he wants to move here, forking me. We are unable to block is the problem. So how do we handle this situation? This is his next move. We can't block. So you just take. We can't defend this square with anything except my queen, which is horrible. I think I just blundered right off the bat. There's got to be something that we can do though, right? How do we at least cut our losses? He moves here. What if I move here? He moves here. We're going to lose this rook is the problem. So we need to threaten his bishop. Move here. I move here. He takes. I take him. That's like the only solution I'm seeing at this moment. Let's do it with the knight. And I can't castle either. I just have to move away. That's really disappointing. It's a fried liver attack, and suppose I just didn't expect it because fried liver I'm so used to just blocking with something, but there's nothing I could block with. Take. I just have to move away, unfortunately. Which is a real shame. Good news is I don't think he's going to be able to get his knight out of this, right? If he does decide to take. His best move is probably to move back here. Okay, so we're able to take. His knight is trapped. And then we'll bring our knight back. I feel like we played that okay. Things could have gone much worse in that moment. Yeah, I think we can get that knight back. Suppose we want to centralize our knight, so move back here. Yeah, we really need to take his knight back. Okay. So we want to keep this piece protected. So let's simply move here. And then we'll move our knight away and we'll be threatening his knight. Move here, we're double attacking. Okay, so he starts to attack my bishop. I'll take, then he'll take, and I'll take, and I'll just significantly weaken my position. He also might just take my pawn, and I have to take with my king, allowing him to come in with his queen. Forking, I mean, this is just a very tough situation. Like I said, he's 1900 in bullet. Like, this guy is an extremely advanced chess player. Doesn't mean I'll back down without a fight, but I feel like the best move will be to go here. Let's do that. Like right now, my sights are just locked in on this one piece. If I can get that back, then I'm up by 1, and we survived the harsh attack that he laid out on me. I'm still not going to be able to castle, though. I'm going to have to take a few tempos to move my rook and then move my king back. That's going to take 3. He'll probably try to bring his queen in. No? Okay. Okay, let's threaten the knight. If he takes, we'll take. Take. It's just weakening my king's position is the problem. I could take here. Take. And then I take. But then there's nothing covering the bishop is the problem. If I were to instead what if I just take, he takes, I take, and he'll take me. And he just gained another point if I don't take that pawn back. Must be something that we can do. Take. I just don't see how we're gonna survive that. Perhaps I should take here. Then if he takes, I can take him. I am running low on time, so I have to make a decision. So we're going to take this pawn. Take here. Take his queen? No way. No way. Did he blunder? I think he blundered. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Okay, we do want to cover our bishop, but I would like to take this knight. The knight's not going anywhere. We're fine with the knight. That I am extremely surprised that he just blundered his queen. There, we have lots of good options here. I feel like we should take this. And then simply move our bishop back. We don't even need to move our bishop back. Our bishop is fairly safe at the moment. We could take this knight. I am bewildered right now. Some very strange animal making noises behind me. Let's move here. Bro, I don't do takebacks. I'm sorry. He resigns. Wow. Okay. Very, very good, guys. I'm very bewildered that he just blundered his queen, because look, 2,000 rated players aren't invincible, right? 1,900 players, 2,000, whatever. They make mistakes. They do. But blundering your queen is a big one. I feel like I really held my own against him. 92%. So let's go and analyze. What's this opening called? Carl Khan, other variation. Yeah, it's just doesn't even have a name to it. Okay, play my opening well. He did come in with the fried liver attack. It would have been best to simply castle, really. Okay, he made a mistake by taking, because then I was able to take him. I mean, that basically just gave me the game, which is surprising because, you know, he's able to take a rook. That's 5 points, but he should have better defended. He should have defended his bishop first and then done this, because there's really no hurry. As long as his bishop continued watching, like, I'm not going to be able to take him. So that was surprising, first of all. Why castling is better than the move I played, I'm not exactly sure, but I think that was mistake number 1. No, that was inaccuracy. Inaccuracy. Okay, I lost my castling privileges. He takes. That allows me to take him. I move back. I'm threatening to take his knight. Yeah, I mean, I'm this is interesting. So I'm threatening to take his knight. He has to make a move, so he takes the pawn. I take his. He starts to push. I'm able to just take his bishop. He takes my knight. I take his queen. He does try to make one last threat, because if he had moved here, then I would have had to take, and then he would have taken, which I guess would have been fine, because then I would have taken back with the queen, or with my king. All right, guys. Well, great game. Very high accuracy score. I'm happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. Remember, once we get to 100 subscribers, I will be doing a separate series. I'll start called Speed Running to 2000, which is where I will be playing bullet chess on chess.com like crazy and trying to reach 2000 in a month, because there are different strategies to reaching 2000 when you're playing bullet. But thank you guys so much for watching. Go check out my sponsors, Skittles, at skittles.com or mars.com. And I'll see you guys for tomorrow's video. See ya.